Hello, welcome to a review from the United Kingdom. Today I'm going to do something slightly different today. Stay tuned. So today I thought I'd actually do something slightly different. Basically, I come into my Star Wars collector's room today and I thought myself, we'll have a bit of a change and a bit of a change of scenery. So basically I've decided to actually come into my room where I've got some of my figures and toys on display. So as I say, bit of an insight regarding myself as well. I thought I'd actually fill you in on a few things because obviously I do videos on my channel but don't really talk about myself too much. I mean, I love Star Wars, as you can tell, and a lot of people, there's a lot of big fan base out there that love Star Wars as well. First film I actually went to see at the cinema was Return of the Jedi. I remember basically pretty clearly it was in 1983. I remember my parents surprised me, basically said, come on, I'm going to take you to see Star Wars. So it was just absolutely fantastic. I remember the cinema in our town, city centre. Basically, the queue was round the block to see Return of the Jedi. It was just literally round the block. It was advertised on television a lot that obviously it's going to be very popular, and it was absolutely, just blew me away on the screen. So as I say, that was the first film I ever saw, was Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars line. And obviously then I went to see it at the cinema. I went to see the three Star Wars movies in a row. You could actually see them at the cinema, basically, as fans know, one after the other. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and that was a bit of a treat for myself, basically. And then basically I got into the toys, which I actually love the toys. Not these ones, but obviously the original ones. I remember having things like, the original figures when they came out in the ships in the Millennium Falcon, and they were just a joy. And obviously later on the line they released things like the Power of the Force figures, and I actually remember there was a shop in our town, and I remember it well. I used to go there like every week, obviously go there and see what comes out in toy wise. And I remember seeing the Power of Force figures. And you had things like Yak Face, you had things like Carbonite Chamber, not Carbonite Chamber, sorry, Carbonite Han, and you had Stormtrooper Luke. And I remember seeing in the shop there was something like £2.19 or some stupid price like that. I remember also as well buying the actual Luke Stormtrooper from there, absolute treat. And obviously you opened it, because you opened it then, you did not put one figure aside. But obviously over the years, I have got a few items which are sealed from years and years ago. Obviously regarding some of the vintage stuff, so I've actually got a few sealed items over the years. So, but things like that, when you were younger, basically you just open them because you wanted to play with the actual figure itself and the toy. And years ago, my mum, God bless her soul, used to take me shopping on a Saturday. So I remember going to some of the toy shops in our town and seeing these items, on the shelf. You had things like Evil Knievel, and you had things like Action Man, and you had things like Star Wars. And things like Action Man, I remember seeing like things like the helicopter pilot and the Action Man soldier in that actual packaging, and obviously things like the Space Ranger and Zargon. I remember seeing them pretty clearly in my mind now on the shelves. And when you go into town on a Saturday, like it was every Saturday, more or less every Saturday, and going there and having a toy more or less every Saturday, being spoiled, being the youngest, this is what happens. So, but yeah, it was, so absolutely fantastic. Those memories stick in my mind forever and a day. Now, when you see some of those toys going for an absolute massive amount of money, it's like the $6 Man. I mean, I do another channel called Bionic Brit. On that channel, I talk about $6 Man figures and the actual the play sets and stuff like that. And I remember seeing those in the shops as well, all them years ago. I remember seeing them, pretty clearly. I remember Mum took me into the shop going back on a Saturday again. It was like a shop that was selling stuff that was like 4 or 5 years old, but it was selling like cheap, like a bit of a warehouse type place. And obviously I remember seeing $6 Man figures, stockpile high, would you believe, for like $1.99 each. Mascotron, seeing that stockpile high for like $1.99 each. Oscar Goldman, it was like they were getting rid of the stock because obviously it was coming to the end of the run. So you're looking like I don't know, you're looking about 82, 83 was when the actual figures, those $6 Man figures, were coming to an end. I just remember seeing that pretty clearly. So some of those items, like for $1.99, when we're talking about $6 Man items, my mum bought for me. So if you check out my Bionic Brit channel, you'll see some of those items actually on that channel, which they were brought all those years ago. But yeah, that's a bit of an insight regarding that. So as you see behind me there, I'm actually a big fan at the moment of the retro collection. I love the retro collection figures, and obviously in the future we'll get some really good items, I reckon, out of Hasbro. And obviously then you never know, they may release some of the original line ships again, like the Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, Y-Wing, B-Wing. It'd be absolutely fantastic if they did that, and hopefully they do. As I say, I really like the vintage collection as well. There's some really great stuff at the moment. I mean, I've actually just done a video on my channel for the Escape from the Star game, and obviously I've done one for the Hoth game as well. And obviously in the future, maybe we might get the Silex kit as well, that was released quite a few years ago for Return of the Jedi. So that'll be really great as well. And see behind me there, I've got the ASAT that was released a few years ago. And obviously I'm a big fan, as you can see at the top there, of 12-inch line and 15-inch line Star Wars figures from the 1970s and 80s. There wasn't many that was released basically regarding the 12-inch line figures, but what were released were fantastic, and it's a shame they didn't continue. You never know in the future with Hasbro and HasLab, they might do the 12-inch figures again. I mean, we're great to see like a Bespin Leia or Han Solo in Hoth gear that was going to be released years and years ago, but never did. Really plug there for Hasbro to do that. We're great to see that. And obviously there you've got the shuttle. That's the shuttle tidying, as we all know. And there's a video on my channel as well for that. So yeah, that's a bit of an overview regarding my Star Wars toys and myself. So, but yeah, so keep an eye out for any future videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video today. Thanks for watching the video today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe or click the like button.